Seems like he could have taken on h3.
Yeah,
F4
but
was
he
a problem.
finds the other way, check, and after king e2, knight a4, he says, you know what, I prefer this one.
The B pawn now hanging because the knight has to drop back.
Knight f3.
And a check in the position, and there goes one pawn. And now knight to b4, and Hans is fighting for his life with only 6 seconds left against 18. And now a very important check as the knight now dances back. He's played king to c2, and Magnus in full control with 19 seconds against only 4.
Wow.
A definite winning position for black here. Knight to e6, and white just scrambling, trying to stay alive. 4 seconds left.
Yeah, will Magnus trade the knight? I mean, well, some people would, but also now that the time is on his side, yeah, you probably want to keep more pieces on the board.
Okay, he's under 10 seconds now, though. He's got to pay
Yeah,
attention.
yeah, it's not like a big time advantage. Knight f4 hitting h3, rook to e1.
Now, bishop to e5. And how do you defend the h pawn? Well, he's preparing rook h1, actually.
Rook h1 and capture Magnus's pawns. Well, the knights are known to be tricky pieces, though, right? If somehow Hans can get those knights around Magnus's king, there still can be some tricks.
Yes, and there's some knight d7
Knight
tricks.
d7
in the
is
position
annoying.
Magnus has only 3 seconds left, and he has allowed
King
this
f7.
repetition. Takes.
King f6. Oh, well, but he tricked Hans, and now, after this check, he can take on f5. So
Yes.
kind of regaining control.
3 seconds, 2 seconds for Hans, and he has 2 passed pawns, and they're just whipping off moves right now.
Bishop f6.
Back. And somehow you don't think
Still-
anybody's going to lose on time. Those knights are tricky.
Man.
You got to pay attention.
Yeah,
Anything could happen.
There's a lot of jumping around.
Oh
There's a lot of jumping.
How are they keeping track?
Check. Wow.
And now a trade.
A trade, so one knight off the board. There still should be a winning for Magnus. This
Yes.
one with 2 connected pass pawns. Rook to c5. Yeah.
Astonishing wizardry by these players. But now the A pawn is looking to make some noise, but the rook
Right.
is sitting behind it, making it very difficult to advance anywhere.
Yeah, white's king is cut off, and you know the A pawn is running, but so does the H pawn, and the knights are notoriously bad at stopping.
At 1 second
stopping.
there, and
Wow.
tricks are for
Rook
kids.
takes b4, and king to g3, and Magnus knows how to win it.
Yes.
Out of all players in the world, Magnus does know how to win it. Still have to be a little... No, there's nothing. There's
No, those pawns are
absolutely
gonna move by
nothing.
themselves.
Rook
There's
to
usually
a5,
2
and then you
seconds
move
left.
forward.
And
And he moved
desperation
forward.
times. But that is it. Magnus Carlsen
Have you seen this one?
shown that he's the boss. Indeed, managing.